What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of Love After Lockup, Season 3, Episode 8. What is this called? Girl, what is this called? Love Don't Cost a Ring. First of all, WeTV, you tried it, all right? Now, I know you put it out there last week that it was going to be a 2-hour mid-season finale. But girl, what? I had to break this up, okay? I watched the first hour and it's all one episode. So I can get everything in and not forget that much. I broke it up into, well, I'm recording now after the first hour, then I'll come back and tack on the second hour. So I don't know how long this review gonna be. So what I suggest you guys to do, get your drinks, get your snacks, get your food, whatever, get comfortable, lay up, turn the TV on, put me on the big screen, hit my my Instagram, show me that you watching or whatever. I love it. Pause that. I love it when y'all be sending me that, that y'all be watching me either on y'all TVs or watching me on your computer screens, on your phones and all that stuff. Y'all be DMing me on my IG. I be like, oh my God. Because sometimes, even though I'm at the place that I'm at, I still be like, wow, I be amazed that people, that y'all actually sit here throughout as long as I be talking and actually watch me enough to do that. That amazes me. I appreciate it so much. I really do. Like, makes me feel good. But anyway, let's get into this episode. Okay, this 2-hour long episode. This is hour one. So we get in contact. First of all, we see Lindsay and Scott. Lindsay, we see Scott, at this point in time, it's coronavirus going on. The airport is very, very empty. Scott gets a phone call from Lindsay basically saying that she is getting out of jail. You know what I'm saying? She is finally getting out. She's finally coming home. So I don't know how long she stayed up in there, because when we first saw Lindsay and Scott trying to get on, everything was cool. Now we see Scott, filming himself on his cell phone, talking about the virus. Lindsay in the airport talking about the virus as well. And she said because of the virus and stuff that's going on, they're not going to send her down to a halfway house. They're going to take her. Well, Scott said this. They're going to take her, you know, let her go home to Scott where he's staying at and put her on home confinement, okay? I said, lucky you, bitch. Lucky you. Lindsay up in the airport, she amazed at how empty it is, and it's a big airport, so, of course, with the height of the virus, at all the airports, nobody was really traveling and anything like that because people were scared. But she didn't have a mask on either, so it wasn't at that point where it was mandatory for people to have masks on, or most everybody was having masks on or whatever. And so she getting stuff out the the airport, gift shop or whatever, talking about how she didn't start getting in trouble, she until she was 22, or at least going to jail till she was 22. She only went to jail one other time, and that was when she caught with 98 grams of, drugs on her. And then, she had a gun on her and all that stuff. And she said she remember when she got on Twitter on her 22nd birthday that she's surprised that she has not had a felony yet. I said, girl, you spoke that shit into existence. You know what, B. Simone, Miss Pamphlet, she talked about manifestation, and you put that shit out there in the universe and it came back at your ass, okay? But anyway, so he's going to go pick her up. She gets on the phone call. She gets on the phone and call her mom, call her daughter, let her know what was going on. The mama couldn't wait to get that little girl out of her hands, okay? Because she said, listen, so when you come home, little girl was excited. Mommy's coming home. Okay, cool. So she was like, listen, when you come home, you got that little 14-day quarantine that you got to do because you've been traveling or whatever. But after that, you can come get this girl, okay? You can come get this girl. This girl can come sleep at your house. She can stay, okay? Grandma is ready to live her life. You know what I'm saying? At this point, she is ready to live her life. Meanwhile, Lindsay got a little, she wants some money or whatever that Scott gonna give her so that she can do her little apps and play on her phone or whatever while she's on the flight. And of course, his dumb ass gonna do it, And then she said, it's a little thing that Scott don't know. I used to date other men that were older too. for their money. I said, girl, we already knew it. Okay, we already knew it. And I don't really like talking about people looks like that. But the way that Scott put her up on a pedestal, and I told y'all exactly why it is. Scott didn't have, in looking at him, and y'all can't tell me, somebody said that he said, or whatever said that that was an allergic reaction or whatever. That's why his lip was looking like that. His lip was looking like that for weeks. That allergy, you ain't got no shot that you could take for that. Allergic reaction, my ass. That's just how his lip looking. It's disturbing. Okay, sometimes we can't help it, but I feel like it's something that he can do. You know what I'm saying? He just refused to do it. Truth be told, Scott looked like he voted for Trump. You know, all this stuff talking about him, you know, talking about how pretty Lindsay is and she's getting in all this trouble because she's pretty this and pretty that. You know, no, I'm looking at Lindsay like she's average. If that. Maybe because my preference isn't, you know, okay. But I don't see it. I don't see it. He hypes her up. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do for your girl, but he literally, you can tell that he never had like the quote unquote pretty girl or been that popular dude that got the good girl or the pretty girl that always came after him or whatever. So he gonna hype that up. I understand, Scott. I mean, I get it. I get it. Hype your boo. But moving on from that, we get to Sean and Destiny. Destiny is in her feelings with Sean about this whole thing about the credit card being, declined. He up there lying, talking about something. I didn't take the money out. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't me. And it was like, well, the card said that it was declined because of the card holder. Okay. I didn't cancel the credit card. Why would I do that? She was like, so you just put $3,000 on there to take it away. That's what you're going to do, Scott. That's what you're going to do. What's his name? Sean. That's what you're going to do. No, I'm telling you the truth. She was like, listen, stop playing. Okay. At this point, it's getting draining with Shine and Destiny because we clearly see the end game right here. The end game and the end gone. Destiny gonna F him up. Destiny is gonna drain him dry, and as soon as he's done with all the money that he got, she gonna be gone. She is going to be gone. All right. And so I'm just sitting here like, damn, Shine. Then he going over there, you know. Girl, that girl said that, you know, that she used to drink hand sanitizer, mixed it with a whole bunch of Kool-Aid, but it'll get you fucked up just to get a buzz and alcohol up in the prison. Girl, the shit y'all do, I never want to go to prison, okay? Because I can never. You know, she was about to burn down the house or whatever, trying to cook and all that stuff. I said, oh, no. But Sean went with his friend, his co-worker, the one they went out with the night before, to go to a jeweler to pick out a ring. He said, I'm not trying to spend no more than $2,000, $3,000. He said, first of all, that's too much for this girl. Second of all, you're stupid. I love the friend, okay, because he calls him out on his bullshit all the time. He said, and he didn't sugarcoat it either. He said, you're being dumb, okay? You are literally being dumb. I feel this girl is using you for your money. How much money have you spent on this girl so far? He said like $50,000, all this, and then plus the little $50,000 that I'm got holding on just in case if she don't show up in court, that's gonna be another $50,000. So you spend damn near $100,000 on this girl, okay? And you have 6 kids. That money could have been used to better use, went to better use, okay? And then he's trying to ask him, so what is it about this girl that make you want to go ahead and give her a ring so early? Why don't you date? You don't think that you want to date or whatever? No, I know her. You don't want to get to know her? No, I ain't never felt no way about nobody like this. Not even Kelly. I mean, she gave you kids. You know, and Sean, he's still holding on to the fact that he has not told, he has not told, Heather, no, bitch, wrong person. Destiny, it's too many people on the show. He has not told Destiny that, you know, the last person that he dated was Kelly because he told her that, you know, he hasn't been in a relationship in the past 7 years or so. And that was the last time he dealt with Kelly. And truth be told, he dealt with her a year ago because they tried to get back together. And he was like, you know, regardless of the fact that she gave me my kids, I just don't feel the way like that. You know, we was together so long, I did call her my wife, but, you know, technically we weren't married. But, you know, things just don't work out. And then he even told old boy, like, listen, she said that I can't even see the kids or whatever because of this hoe. You know what I'm saying? She don't fuck with her or whatever, and she gonna feel some type of way when she find out about Destiny in this marriage or whatever, this ring, and he gonna, Destiny gonna feel some way about her. Baby, I want them to fight. Okay, Kelly look like she'll beat Destiny ass, but then again, because she angry, it look like if they get into a fight, Destiny would overpower her in the beginning, but then Kelly's rage will try to come in like for the home stretch and then just take over and just fuck Destiny ass up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It looked like an even match to me because they both gonna be angry. One crazy and one crazy because the nigga just made her crazy. So yeah, it's like that. So moving on from them. So we get to Tyrese and Shonda, girl. Tyrese and Shonda, he driving her back to the bus stop. She about to get on her bus. He giving her all this money, gave her like $200. He was like, I can't give it to you like this so everybody can see. I said, I know that's right. You got to do that shit on the slide. This is Chicago, nigga. Okay? Shonda fucking get jacked on the bus. All right? I'm just saying. You don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, I feel a connection. I think everything cool. It's kind of, people trying to say that, we ain't really going to last or whatever because, I got kids and, Shonda was like, the thing of it is, I'm the same age as his oldest, okay, 28 years old. And it's like, when you think about it, it's a little weird. I feel a little weird. And the way that Shonda was giving off this body language as Tyrese was up there trying to say, I'm going to be here for you. It's too bad that we ain't get a chance to have sex or whatever. But, I ain't a horny dude like that. I ain't even out for sex or whatever. We can still be together. Kansas City or whatever. I'll pick up the phone. We can have conversations and all that stuff. She'll be down there a few months. As soon as she get time that, people can come visit her. Of course, I'll be down there and all that stuff. I'm going to take care of my baby and all that. Shonda wasn't giving off those same vibes, okay? And I don't expect her to because, listen, you just got out of jail. And if you're used to doing all this other stuff before you went to jail, especially having multiple people in your life, of course, you're not looking to just settle down. Shonda using that man for money. And that's all that it is. Because when he walked out of the frame after he gave her that money, the way her face lit up, even if it was only $200, it lit the fuck up, okay? But anyway, Tyrese, you being dumb, all right? It's some nice women out here in Chicago that, could, tickle your fancy or whatever, but you just choose a jailbird. I don't get it. But then moving on from that, we get Maurice and Jessica. I'm laughing because of the shit that Maurice was saying. Jessica's parents, when they came to her house, their house or whatever, and the mama opened up the door, she was trying to be invited. First of all, I got a feeling they vote for Trump too. Okay, I was looking for a mega flag somewhere in between. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But Maurice made the daddy uneasy as hell. Okay, I don't know if it's because he black or if it's the jail thing or if it's a combination of both. Okay, this nigger in my house, I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I just hope it's the jail thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel like it. I want to believe that. But baby, mama opened up that door. Hey! How you guys doing? Oh my God, come on in. And here go Maurice. Oh man. This shit nice or whatever. This house big and shit. Oh my God. Like now I feel like home. I feel like I'm home. Baby. Jessica daddy was sitting there like, this ain't your home. Okay. It was making him uneasy as hell every time he said, I feel like this home, this nice, this big and all this stuff. Look at this or whatever. It was like, so what y'all been up to? And he was like, I've been playing Fortnite. The daddy said, I ain't had time to do nothing like that because I always had to work or whatever. So, it just never came across my mind I never had time to do nothing like that because I ain't never had downtime. I said that was shade right there. If you didn't catch it, that was old people white shade, okay? He said, of course you would be able to do some shit when you ain't got no job, nigga. That's what he wanted to say. Not the nigga part. That was my part, okay? I ain't trying to make these people out to be racist or whatever, but Listen, they uncomfortable. The mama trying to act like she not. The daddy is visibly uncomfortable, and it's understandable because you are bringing a felon, an ex-felon, into my house that literally just got out of prison. I don't know much about him at all, so therefore I'ma feel the type of way. It's understandable. So at this point, when they was talking about where they been staying at, how long they been up in Vegas or whatever. He was like, yeah, he talking about the parole or whatever. He was like, cause yeah, when I was in my cousin's house, I turned the light on and there was a roach right there on the floor. Just scared the light. I said, oh my goodness. No, you did not tell these people that your cousin got roaches. Okay, please. Most people stop it. I said, no, Maurice. And then fucked around and told them that the parole ain't granted up in Las Vegas. He trying to wait until it get granted over there. And the whole time before that, Jessica told him, we're not going to tell my parents about the fact that you're not really supposed to be here. This mug go and spill the beans. Now the daddy is upset and feeling some type of way. He was like, listen, we follow the law. So technically, y'all not even supposed to be here. At least you're not supposed to be here. He was like, I mean, technically, if you want to look at it like that, listen, over here, son, over here, we follow the laws, okay? All the rules. We follow them to the T. Okay, you know what? Let me take you outside. We need to have a conversation. I said, oh shit, get him daddy. Okay, because he should have stayed his ass in California. All right. But that's what was going on with Maurice for now. Okay. Moving on from that, damn. We get Heather and Dylan. Okay. Heather and Dylan. Dylan. Listen, I'm gonna call him that throughout because I wonder what he is up to these days, okay? Is he still making music? Listen, making a band was a time back in the day. If you miss making a band one with them when Diddy took over, because before it was with O-Town, okay, with the white boys, the white little pop group. Then it went to the band, okay, when Diddy took it over. Girl, a time. You missed an era, okay? You missed an era. But I wish they would put that on the apps or whatever. Like, somebody needs to get the rights, and MTV, you need to just go ahead and put all that on your apps, okay? Make it available. Everything else is going to streaming services. Make it available. Okay? Put it on DVD or something. But anyway, moving on from that. Dylan and Heather. Heather is getting ready, girl. Heather is getting ready. You know, she doing her hair, whatever. She can't wait for her man to get out. She was like, oh, I can't wait to touch him. I can't wait to do all this stuff. Like, we known each other for 3 months before he actually got sent to prison or whatever. And we never had sex. So right now, I want to have sex with him. I went and got this little sexy, little slutty outfit or whatever. But he told me it might be a little too much. So I just went and got this little, sunny dress or whatever. And I was just like, okay, cool. And I can't wait to touch him. He was like, and I got him some clothes or whatever. And to be quite honest, I don't even know how much he can fit or whatever because he just probably got so big. I don't even know what his size is. Well, do you know how much weight he done gained since he been in prison? Girl, he done gained like 80 pounds of muscles, okay? 80 pounds. Now, baby, I thought she was exaggerating. Until we saw Dylan come out that thing. I said, oh, okay, Heather. Heather going crazy. Heather ain't never had a man like that. She ain't never had a man that looked like that. That's what it is, okay? Heather looked like the type of person that gets off on the thrill of the chase, of going reckless, and the fact that, oh, I'm with this criminal or whatever. That's what she felt like. She gives me that vibe. And I told you, I think I like Heather, but I feel like I need to take Heather in doses, okay? In doses. Because Heather was a lot just in her first little opening scene. Telling us all about him. We get into, her little backstory about how she was raped at 14 because, she was sent away to this little camp or whatever for bad teens just because she spoke back to her stepfather because she didn't like the way that her stepfather was speaking to her mother. And so basically, while she was there, she got taken advantage of, and she said the only person that she ever told was Dylan. Okay, Dylan. And Dylan got that trust, okay? Trust and believe, you're gonna need me. Woo! Let me stop. So yeah, she can't wait to get there. She was like, listen, it's been a long time. He been up in jail for 5 years. And if we had sex up in this car, we gonna have sex up in this car. That's what it is. If we gonna have sex in this car in front of the gates, we gonna have sex in this car in front of the gates. I said, you know what, Heather? If that's how you want your first time to be, go ahead and do you, boo. Just strap that stuff up, okay? Because Dylan look like he don't take care of his responsibility. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about in life in general, okay? Then we see Dylan coming out the gate. He coming down with his little slick back ponytail. Heather like, oh my God. First of all, Heather, close your door, okay? You was making me nervous. I said you was down there at Stateville Prison. I don't know where it's at, but I know that's the prison out here in Illinois. I ain't never been down there, so I don't know nothing about it. But close the door, please. Close the door. Girl, she was like, oh my God, Dylan, come on, run to me, hurry up, your sexy ass. Bring your ass over here. Oh my God, babe. And she started running. She was like, oh my God, she kicked them sandals off. I said, I know that's right. Go get your man, Heather. Go get your man, girl. She was horny. Okay, that's all that it was. Girl, you probably opened up her, girl, gush. Okay, like a fucking gusher. All right, like a Hoover Dam up in that motherfucker. Woof. All right, it was all coming down. Okay, girl. She all up on him, and she could not keep her hands off of him. Baby, Dylan telling us all the stuff that he been through. You know, he felt like he was set up this time. When he was younger, he started getting in trouble and selling drugs or whatever. Heather said one of her issues is the fact that, you know, she don't know where he stand at, you know, for the fact that he likes to get in trouble, have sex and all this stuff. So she don't know where they gonna stand at for real. But you know, she banking a lot on this relationship. He said that he was arrested over 34 times. I said 34. Wow, so you got a mugshot chart just like Kaya, huh? And just like a few other people that's been on this show. Huh. All right, goddamn. You can fill up 3 calendars, okay? But all right, you know, you do what you gotta do. He was like, you know, hasn't been there for me to have that connection. You really need to, some of the dudes in there, they go a little crazy because they ain't really got that connection that me and Heather got. You know, somebody waiting on you on the outside is it's a good thing to have or whatever. First of all, me and Heather, we ain't never had sex or whatever. This the first time that I can actually put my arms around her and actually touch her ass. She was like, oh my God, touch my ass. She was like, come on over here, baby, and get undressed, okay? You know, put your clothes on right here. She was like, oh my God, look at your mustache. I just want to let me bite it. I said, oh, she bit it for real. And while he was giving his little interview, she was biting all over his neck and everything. I said, Dylan, please get in the car and fuck this bitch so she could stop. Heather, I said, damn girl, calm down, okay? Calm down. And so at this point, you know, when they talking and all this stuff, Dylan, aka Dylan, lets us know that Heather is a little cuckoo. And I knew something was off about Shawty, okay? And he let us know something is very off about her. All right. He said, you know, so I'm chilling up in the prison. She comes in. She got, you know, Forever Mine's Dylan or whatever in Chinese on her stomach. She got my name on her thighs, in between her thighs or whatever. She got my name in Arabic on her collarbone or whatever. You know, that's a deep type of love or whatever. That's a permanent thing, but it's also a little bit possessive, a little obsessive. I said, bitch, Dylan, that ain't make you run. Shit like that would have made me run, because ain't nobody tell you to put my name on you. So, girl, Heather don't look like she gonna let that man go without a fight, okay? And even if he say it's done, Heather still gonna be stalking him. That's what Heather gives me. Heather gives me stalker tease, okay? Moving on from there, we get to Quaylin and goddamn Chevelle. Now, I forgot to put up in the video, but I made sure to put the comment because it came to me right after I put it up. Girl, Chevelle went and brought Quaylin a freaking car, okay? A truck, a used truck. Took her cousin with her to go do a D-Mart. And he was like, bitch, what is your problem? You don't know nothing about this man, and you out here spending money on him? Like, he read her for filth. And I said, that's what you need. You don't need yes people around you. You need that favorite cousin of yours or whatever that's going to get you together. And he got her together, but it didn't work. Okay? They up there having a good time. His people there at the house doing the party. Her people there. Everybody mixing and mingling or whatever. You know, having a good time. She was worried about how the mama's gonna be when they get together. This girl go outside. Ooh, come on outside, baby. Close your eyes. I got something to tell you. Whatever. I got something to show you. And of course, it's the surprise was the car. He ain't even got his driver's license yet. And everybody's just like, oh my God, do you see? I don't think the families was really featuring each other because they can't figure it out. Okay. When the moms was sitting down there, Quaylin mama was sitting on that couch, and Quaylin mama saw Chevelle mama come through, and she was like, hey, girlfriend, come here, sit down, sit down. Did you see that shit? She was like, girl, I know. Now at this point, I thought they was about to vibe. I thought they was about to vibe and be on the same wavelength. They was on the same wavelength, and then the train jumped the curb. Okay. The train jumped the tracks and then went to the opposite directions because on the one hand, they feel that this is all crazy. They doing too much, okay? But Quaylin's mama feel as though Chevelle is doing too much and she's trying to buy her son's love from him. And and it just seems a little weird, okay? And at the same time, Chevelle's mother thinks that why did you think that about my daughter? How come your daughter or your son probably can't be using my daughter for money or whatever? And to be quite honest, we don't know exactly what it is, but I can see both points. I could see both of that shit happening. I said, oh, the mama's not about to fight, are they? And so at this point, when that happened, D-Mark, he wasn't here for the whole thing either. He was like, he hasn't shown him who he is, and he just get this feeling that the boy is just, fake and phony or whatever. And he took him outside and he told him, like, listen, I'm good on you, but something about your ass ain't right, and I'm not really fucking feeling it. So, it is what it is. He was like, yo, real. I was like, oh, get him, D-Mark. Tell him what it is. And then we get Christiana and John. Okay, Christiana just got through going to see her mom, and she's supposed to be out here doing her little job search or whatever. So they're going to use the job search situation to spend some more time with each other. They go to get something to eat, and she did ask the waitress, where do y'all got some applications? Baby, as soon as she said that and they put their order in, girl, the lady said, yeah, I'm finna bring you application or whatever. Somebody popped up on Christiana and was like, bring your ass back. Come on, you got to go back to the halfway house. She was like, damn it, I knew somebody was following me. I just knew somebody was following me this whole time. And then basically now she on restriction. I said, see, John gonna get her ass messed up. Mind you, Christiana just said, I feel like I'm gonna be able to get through this time because I have a person like John in my life that actually cares about me. I said, but he getting you in trouble. He made you late for the halfway house. Now, y'all, you sneaking out and spending the time that you're supposed to be doing job searching, getting in trouble because of him. Christiana, let that man go. Let that man go. Oh my God, we're back again. Okay, so we get back into the episode in the second half. Let's just pick up with Quaylin and DeMarcus, okay? Basically, he told that boy, y'all living up in fantasies. He just continued to ring him out. He was like, Chevelle, are you gonna be the type of dude that's gonna really stay for her and be there for her and do all for her, whatever, or you just there for, the time being and gonna break her heart like everybody else has and all this shit. Let me tell you something. I deal up in reality, okay? You know what I'm saying? You can come up in here acting like you doing this and doing that, but I don't see it. I give it 6 months. To be quite honest, I really give it 3, okay? Of course, Quaylin feels some type of way about this, and he feels some way about the other people judging him, and he know that other people are judging him or whatever, but he said, listen, I'm not here for y'all. I'm here for Chevelle, okay? Chevelle want to get married so bad. Mind you, she in there talking to her Quaylin's sister, and she basically said, now, you don't understand the reason why we don't want him up in, oh, excuse me. My sinuses have been kicking my ass lately. I'm tired of it. But anyway, you don't understand the reason why we don't want him up in Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? You see, this boy has been in jail since he was 17 years old. He got in trouble out here in Kansas City. We don't want him out here so that he can get back in trouble or whatever. We want him around family where he can be protected, okay? Don't you understand it? It's not like I'm trying to make Quaylin stay, okay? I'm not the one that told him that he has to stay or whatever. I said, girl, Okay, you probably didn't tell him, but you had an influence in that decision to make him say, okay, Chevelle, you not playing nobody. I really know Quaylin. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking for 2 years, and it's like after 2 years, I'm ready to get married, like now. I said, girl, it don't work that way. It don't work that way. Like, come on. You're doing too much. I understand you put in time trying to get to know, and just like DeMarcus said, y'all been talking on the phone or whatever. You don't even know how this person is in real life outside of these walls, and you talking about marriage and stuff like that. You don't know who he is for real, for real. And I'm not saying that Quaylin is a bad guy, but you don't know who he is for real, for real. Okay? Put him in some real situations. You don't know how he's going to react to it. You know what I'm saying? You got to see him through all seasons first before you want to hop the broom on their ass or whatever. You know? And at this point, the sister was getting frustrated with Chevelle. Okay? The sister was getting frustrated with her, and she basically said, listen, let me shut this down right here, right quick, right now. At the end of the day, if something happens to my brother and he get in trouble out here, it's going to be me and you. It's going to be me and you. Chevelle walked off. I said, girl, you better be glad. Oh, girl ain't trying to get her brother in trouble or put up nobody in nobody's situation, any type of messed up situation, because mama kept her cool and we didn't see what happened next, okay? Because I would have grabbed that wig. I would have grabbed that wig. As soon as she walked away, I said, bitch, no, you're not going to turn your back on me. That's not what we going to do, okay? But moving on from that, Tyrese, he get a visit from his son, Lil Ty, and they talking about the whole situation with Shonda and how, you know, he didn't really get a chance to have sex with him. He asking how much money did you spend on her. You know, of course, he trying to be like, man, your business. And this really wasn't much, okay? The second half really wasn't much about anything. Basically, the boy was just telling him, you need to watch your back, okay? Watch your back. And Tyrese don't want his kids to meet Chandra yet. But at this point, I wouldn't want them to meet that either because it's not going to last. It's just a mess. Anyway, moving on from that. John and Christiana, okay? John basically got Christiana in trouble. I don't care what nobody say. John got Christiana in trouble. Truth be told, Christiana is a grown ass woman and she knew the rules and stipulations that you know she had to adhere to. That's the word. Okay, I caught myself. Okay, that she had to adhere to, and she took it upon herself to go ahead and do whatever John wanted her to do. I'm not saying that John necessarily came up with this plan that this is what we're going to do to spend time with each other, but he seems like the controlling type that would do it. Okay, and she so gullible to do some stuff whatever and to be with him that she would do whatever. And then, you know, she's a drug addict as that. So she just going where her next fix is going to be, and he probably her next fix. That's what it feel like to me. And, you know, he's worried about, oh, what's going to happen to her and it's halfway home, and, you know, she is a drug addict. How's she going to do this? And she calling him on the phone, and, you know, she got a ticket, and you talking about, Christiana, you talking about how the halfway home is set up and all this stuff, and you've been here 4 times. You've been here 4 times, so I don't feel sorry for you because you let this man manipulate you. And not only did you let him manipulate you, you also put your own input and you use your own mind to do the stuff that you're doing because you know how stuff is already working in here. So if it was me and I didn't went through this process multiple times already, and I'm tired of going through the process, as you say, I would do everything on the straight and narrow. Okay, so the quicker I get everything done on the straight and narrow, do my time, I'm out of here. Okay, I don't have to deal with these people no more, and I can freely see my man. All right. But no, we're going to be done. We're going to be done. I really don't care for them right now. I really don't. Scott and Lindsay, girl, Lindsay get up out of jail. Lindsay get finally to Mississippi. Scott go pick her up in his truck. They kiss. Baby, she was like, oh my God, you know, I was the first one that told Scott that I loved him or whatever. We started talking all this time and we started really getting into some good conversations. And I was the first one that told him that I loved him or whatever. And that's something that I rarely do. And I was like, that's supposed to mean something. It's all a game to Lindsay, if you ask me. Baby. Now, on the one hand, the way that she reacted, now let me tell you something. Lindsay, she was being a little spoiled brat, okay? When Scott, first of all, Lindsay, I know you playing the game because ain't no way in hell I would kiss somebody with a lip like that. Especially if it's my first time meeting them, I would ask questions. And this is when the corona going on. Girl, no. I would ask questions. What is going on with that upper lip before we do that? She said, I thought he would have been a little bit taller, but okay. Listen, no, it would not have been me. Moving on from that, when they go get on into the truck, they get into the truck. She said, why you come pick me up in this like cheap ass drug dealer looking old ass dusty bucky ratchet ass truck? Okay, and it look like a drug dealer truck, and not even a expensive drug dealer, the cheap drug dealers at that. I said, oh, so we beggars can't be choosers at this point. You know what I'm saying? Beggars really can't be choosers at this point. We get to the house. The house is nice on the outside. Okay, everything trimmed, look good or whatever, bricked or whatever. Baby, we get to the inside of the house and shit is messed up. There is barely any furniture. 2 dogs up in there. That's fine or whatever. It's supposed to be a room that's supposed to be her daughter's room. And, you know, when she get ready to come over, and it looks like a construction zone, like just all type of mess thrown in there. Nothing's been done. When he said, and here's your closet, you know, you showed me stuff that you wanted, and I got it down to the T, you know, for the most part, but I just got to get a little bit of stuff that's done. Scott, you could have at least folded the clothes and put them in the little cubby area a little bit better. Okay, you could have put them on the shelves better. You had the clothes hanging out like you just threw them up in there. Baby, I would have rather you just put them on the floor in the pile and let her do it than what you did. And you really thought that she was going to be excited about that? Now, granted, she ain't been out of jail for 4 years, and whatever you bring her home to is better than what she was used to. But I would feel some type of way, just like Lindsay, just to a certain extent. On the one hand, I would be like, you know what? I can't be choosing because he putting me up. This is where I'm gonna do my confinement at, and he didn't have to go through all this for me. On the other hand, you've been telling me throughout this whole time that you've been getting this stuff together, and I come home thinking that everything is together, and it's not together. Lindsay flipped the fuck out. I understand that. It's not, and at that moment, it wasn't about her being a drama queen or a brat. It was about the fact that he kind of lied. You know, he embellished a little bit. He made it seem like he was really done with the stuff and he was here and ready, and he really wasn't. So, you know, he kind of having second thoughts about that. Then we get to, who we talking about? Tyrese. We did Quaylen. We did Scott. We did John. That's 4 people. Am I missing somebody else besides Destiny and Maurice? Maurice and Jessica. So basically, what wound up happening with Maurice is the daddy took him outside, and we can scratch the thoughts. Maybe he was trying to be politically correct, but I'm gonna hold him to it and feel like he really meant what he said. He said it ain't about your color, it ain't about your background or whatever. You know, the fact that you went to, I can put past that. It's just that I want my daughter safe. You know, I don't want your issues that you had back in your past to come back on us, and then the fact that you not supposed to really be here, whatever. You know, he had a man-to-man conversation with him, and Maurice took that. He ate that. And I was like, you know what? I respect that conversation because it was needed. And he said it was needed too. I ain't never had no man sit down with me and have this type of conversation. You know, my mom did all that she could. You know, the streets kind of raised me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? All I want to do is come home, have my wife cooking me some breakfast or whatever. Me out here getting some, working, got a nice house and crib for the family or whatever. That's what I want. That's what I want. And I want to be able to come to you when I need some advice, because I'm not above asking for advice or asking if I need help, if I'm needing if I'm in trouble or whatever. He was like, you know what, I do want a son, that we can go fishing and we can shoot the shits with or whatever. But at the end of the day, I want my daughter to be safe and I don't want nothing to come to her. So therefore, I feel as though she should stay out here. You should go back out there to California until you get this stuff situated with your parole. And so that's basically what they're going to wind up doing. Destiny and Sean. Oh, Jesus Christ. Destiny went out to the store and she didn't spend so much money. $100 purchase here, $150 purchase here, $300 at Victoria's Secret, $200 here, $250 here, $250 there. You withdrawing all this money to go to the casino as well. He's trying to tell her, you need to chill out on this money spending, okay? Because at the end of the day, if you don't, in about 2 months, we're going to be wiped out. And I said, why are you putting up with this? Okay? Destiny, you don't understand that you are not with a rich man. But he's trying to make himself appear that way by keep on giving her all this stuff and letting her do whatever instead of tightening up the reins or whatever. You didn't let her get this far. She's a week out and y'all about to be in a poorhouse, okay? And at this point in time, after he gets on her about her spending habits, and then the fact that she needs to be focusing on the fact that she needs to go back to Sacramento for this bond hearing or whatever, for this other case that she got for the escaping, invading, or some shit like that or whatever. He gets a phone call. And he goes outside, and it's Kelly. Now, Kelly really didn't call unless we didn't hear the whole conversation. I don't know if she said anything about the kids, but she asked something about what he was doing. He said, I'm blowing up this raft or whatever for the swimming pool. She was like, so how everything going over there? He was like, I mean, everything's cool. She was like, oh, because I'm surprised that things will be good or whatever after everything that you said and all this stuff. Meanwhile, Destiny heard and realized that he out there on the phone with Kelly. Why the fuck you on the phone with her? Why are you talking to her? There's no reason to talk to her. I said, Kelly, they got kids. Destiny, they got kids, so they gonna always talk. Okay, well, if it ain't about the kids, you don't need to be talking to her. You don't need to be talking. You know what? F you, Sean. Okay, you's a fucking liar. You's a liar. Take me home. I'm about, give me a plane ticket. I'm about to get the fuck up out of here. Okay, you a liar. You don't want nothing. All this stuff and woo woo woo. Like, she blew up, and I'm sitting here like, Destiny. Regardless of how you feel about Kelly, that woman is going to be in his life, and he's going to have all these type of conversations, multiple conversations, and he needs to always be in constant communication with her, because of the simple fact that they have not one child, not two, but 6 of them mugs. Okay, so you need to calm that mess down. He go outside trying to talk to her. She not trying to hear him. And at this point, they get into it a little bit. He trying to calm the situation down. He got to get ready to go to work. He don't want to go to work pissed off or have her pissed off, because he's scared that he might come home and she gone. Okay? And at this point, he gets in his car. Destiny talking all this mess about how she feel about him talking to old girl. I said, girl, get over it. Okay? You in his house. He can kick you out. You can go back to jail yourself. Girl, she gets up, go over there to his car, opens up. Well, the door was already open. He trying to get in the car. She's arguing with him. Next thing you know, she put her hands on him. I said, now if Sean was anybody else, I wouldn't listen. We'd be all pissed off if Sean would have put his hands on her. No, Destiny, you fresh out of goddamn jail. You only been out of prison for 1 week, and you already putting your hands on people. Now, if that man would have hauled off and knocked your ass out, oh, you would have been trying to call the cops, and oh, it would have been so much abuse, or whatever. It works both ways. Just because you a woman, you don't have the right to put your hands on that man like that. Keep your fucking hands to yourself. I did not like that. Okay? And she was punching him in his face. He didn't do nothing to you like that. Okay? And his dumb ass gonna still stay with her. He was like, fuck this. I'm done with this fucking show. I said, you done for right now. You gotta go cool down. You'll be back next week. But anyway, that was Love After Lockup. Ooh, this review kind of long. Girl, y'all, like I said, I hope y'all strapped in. Y'all got the whole weekend to watch it. But you guys tell me how you feel. Next week, I believe it'll be the Life After Lockup 4-part special, and y'all will get that. And I will see you guys later. Peace.